Alright folks, welcome to another beer review. Today going back over to Northern Monk in collaboration with Get Baked, and this is Bertha, which is the world famous chocolate cake stout, 8.4% ABV. How wonderful does that cake look? The OG classic, gooey, decadent, sweet, luxurious, thick, sticky, rich. And that's just describing myself. And thick is spelt properly in my regard, Thick. With love, Bertha. So I'm guessing that's like the Bertha is the name of the famous cake. I'm not too sure. The full details. Pick this up from Tesco's. So let's see what we get. Certainly a stout season, as they say, although I could enjoy a stout whenever. Anyway, pour in really nicely. Bit of a glug at first. So there we go, beer in the glass then, a really dark, rich brown, almost mahogany look to it. One finger's worth of a nice sort of like chocolate cake batter, creamy foamy head. Poured very nicely indeed, so it should hopefully have some nice texture to it, especially for its ABV as well. So let's see what we get on the nose. And it smells like bacon chocolate, it smells like milk chocolate, it's got a bit of dark chocolate in there. It gets like a slightly wafer biscuit sort of character as well. But you are getting a decadent chocolatey, like gooey chocolate cake. It smells really nice. Not like, you know, too over the top synthetic sweet. It smells like a nice chocolate cake batter, but of course you're getting the, you know, the maltiness as well. And all in all, a very pleasant smelling stout. So off to a good start. Let's see how it tastes. Cheers, everyone. Oh yeah. Oh, that's very good. You do get a slight alcohol warmth as it goes down, so it's not overly masked by those flavours. A really pronounced dark bit of chocolate on the back end, like a chocolate sponge cake that's just caught a little bit on one of the edges, but it still tastes nice. I do like a bit of scorch with some things. Just the right amount of sweetness there. Not overly sickly by any stretch. Just really chocolatey. Aftertaste is almost reminding me of like a Milky Bar for some reason. Not a Milky Bar, Milky Way. Yeah, that's really good. So satisfying. It's warming, it's comforting. I'm just really interested. I want a slice of that cake. I'm not usually like a cakey, biscuity sort of person, but every now and then it just hits the spot. I've been really getting into Star bars recently. What a great chocolate that is. And I'm sure, didn't someone like Staggeringly Good, or was it Northern Monk or North, who did that series of like 4 chocolate, like branded chocolate style beers or inspired beers? And I'm sure the Star Bar branding was used from some brewery, probably loads of breweries really. But yeah, considering I've not really bought too much new Northern Monk beer recently for some reason. There's still a fantastic beer, and a brewery, I should say. Not gonna lie, most of the offerings that I have are when I've been to the supermarket. I mean, Faith and Heathen, just still for me untouchable. I think they've changed the ABV of Heathen, so it's a little bit lower ABV, but it's still a damn good beer. But yeah, I'm not really going out there getting all the Patrons Project beers like I used to, or some of the seasonals. I've not done an order with them for a while. The last couple of times I've been into Manchester, I've not popped into, the Northern Monk bar, because I always tend to pick up 3 or 4 cans while I'm there, and especially if they've got some guest ales, especially like American ones. But yeah, I've sort of like took my foot off with like craft beer in terms of what I'm purchasing. Not making any big sort of like orders. It's just mainly supermarket fodder that I've been having, and just the odd occasion where I might pick up a couple of cans of something while I'm out. But I'll tell you what, I know the supermarket stuff even now gets, pulled apart a lot of the time. But at the end of the day, as a consumer, if you're coming home with good beer, and I've not really been that good, I'm not going to lie, at supporting breweries and web shops and bottle shops recently, just because money's been focused elsewhere. I know that in my local vicinity, most of the supermarkets I visit, I can come back with very solid, not just like solid, passable craft beer, but really high quality stuff. But with Christmas coming up, I'm sure I'll have a couple of orders coming in. I'm not going to go for like focus on like imperial stouts and stuff like I have done the last few years. I just want beers that I can just drink throughout the Christmas period and just enjoy. And this is definitely ticking all the boxes for me. You can taste a high quality stout in there. They might have used flavourings, to enhance what they're going for, but it doesn't taste too much if they have done. I mean, does it really taste? Am I, when I'm taking a sip, am I visualising a really like creamy, decadent, gooey, melty chocolate cake like that? Probably not. Like I said, there's a wafer biscuit sort of character to it. We'll throw the classic out there, which Mr. Hopsy will appreciate, your blue ribbons and stuff like that. And that's what it's reminding me of. So it sort of hit the brief, but is it a good beer? Yes, it is. It's very, very nice. I was very surprised with this selection because it's a slightly different Tesco's that I usually go to. So I picked up a couple of beers that I've never seen, including a really nice looking coffee stout from Salt. I won't lie, some of the other sort of stouts that I've had, that have been in the supermarkets from Northern Monk, haven't really, hit the high notes that I would expect from the brewery. But this certainly more than makes up for it. And I would happily drink that again. I said that you could feel the alcohol warmth slightly, but at the same time, for how rich and decadent it is, you just can't stop drinking it. And it's just really, really nice. And if you see it, pick it up in the 4 for free if you've got your Tesco club card. I know people are dead against stuff like that because you shouldn't have to get a club card to get a better price all the time, and we all know these like supermarket card schemes, loyalty schemes, that sort of thing. Never get a fucking credit card from a supermarket, by the way. We all know that these, like the club card, like the more from Morrison's and then the Asda rewards, And the Lidl card, even though you can actually get yourself a really nice baguette for free from Lidl Bakery if you've got your Lidl card. It's just getting all your data. Do you know what I mean? It's just solely to get your data to sell it on. And I'm a person who's a big advocate for, you know, fighting against card only and contactless and using cash when you can. It's completely, you know, it's hypocritical. Do you know what I mean? But it is what it is, and I'm a hypocrite. We're all hypocrites. I've never met one person in my life, right, who may well, you know, have really good morals that they abide by. There's always that one thing that I'm like, really, you do that, but you do this? That's what we are with human beings. But there's other ways you can fight, you know, the cashless society, which we should be doing. And might annoy a few people, but if your business is card only, you're a fucking idiot because you're losing money on every transaction. Cash is king. But then again, I'm a hypocrite because a lot of time when I get a taxi, I'll pay by card. So I'm penalising the local taxi driver. And I penalise local taxi drivers a lot anyway because Uber's there. So, you know, it's that thing. It's all that thing, really, isn't it? But don't know why I'm checking the time. Got nowhere to go, no one to be with. I decided to shave, and I'm really regretting it because the double chin's back. Anyway, and this hair needs sorting out, but don't know what I want to do with it. But yeah, if you've tried it, let me know your thoughts, opinions down below. Of course, links to Just Baked and Northern Monk. I don't know, is Just Baked like a surplus charity thing? I don't know. I don't know what Just Baked is, or Get Baked. I'd like to get baked. I very, very much would do, especially with what's been happening recently. But alas, I can't even afford to get myself a joint. Anyway, that's a me problem. Don't you worry about it. If you've tried this, let me know your thoughts, opinions down below. I'll put as much information as I can be bothered to do so in the description. And yeah, cheers for watching. You all take care. And I know I look like Tom Ogden from Blossoms. You don't have to keep reminding me of it. Fucking hell.